purpose is to nurture insights by exposing new relationships. For example, a teacher really wants to have a good relationship with his students. Because of this, one of his strategy is to ask questions in order for the students to cope up to answer the question, and at the same time to establish rapport with the teacher. Next is to assess achievement of instructional goals and objectives. It is very important for the teacher to ask questions in order for him to achieve the goal, and the goal of the teacher is to teach and educate students. And the last, to stimulate students to pursue knowledge on their own. These are some series of steps in order to produce responses to the questions posed. First, attending to the question. We need to understand fully the question, so we're going to listen well to the question. Next is deciphering the meaning of the question. We need to use our critical thinking to fully understand the question in order for them to answer it correctly. For example, a patient was confined in a hospital due to excessive vaginal bleeding. What is the proper nursing diagnosis for it? So on that question, a student is supposed to use his critical thinking and to decipher the meaning of every word in order for him to answer the question correctly. Is to generate a covert response. For example, formulating a response in one's mind. On that question I've told before, in order for the student to answer, he is going to think something that is very accurate in order for him to answer the question. He's going to think and to answer it only on his mind. But he will not going he will not say it again. He will not say it. Next is to generate an overt response, and often excuse me. Yan. He was able to make a covert response. But it is not yet final because there are some instances that although they were able to answer it, sometimes it is not accurate. So he's going to think again and to make sure that his answer is already correct, and then revising the response. He's going to add something, some points, and to move away some points also. There are some levels of questions. First is convergent questions. Convergent questions require the learner to recall or integrate information they have learned. It requires fairly low-level cognitive ability. It has specific, usually short, and expected answers. It is the one of the most simple questions that teachers are asking, or sometimes the students are also asking about the teacher. It has specific answer. For example, what is your name? Of course, you were able to answer it correctly because you already know what really was your name. Next is divergent questions. It asks the learner to generate new ideas, draw implications, and to formulate a new perspective on a topic. There is no single correct answer. For me, these divergent questions, it looks like an opinion. We're going to generate new ideas. We're going to explore ideas of other persons. We were drawing implications about a specific topic, and also formulating new perspectives. This process requires a higher level of cognitive ability. So Compared to convergent questions which pertains only on our memory, divergent questions was not based only on our memory but also on our perspective in life. Next is lower order questions. These are those that require more than recall information they have read or memorized. Compared to the higher order questions, it requires more than recall. So for me, it looks like convergent is similar to lower order questions, while divergent questions is similar to higher order questions. When in higher order questions, to answer these higher order questions, the learner must have to be able to comprehend or think critically about the information. Then, I'm going to discuss Bloom's taxonomy. Bloom's taxonomy is a classification of the different objectives and skills that educators set for students. For example, learning objectives. It divides educational objectives into three domains: affective, psychomotor, and cognitive. The goal of Bloom's taxonomy is to motivate educators to focus on three domains, creating a more holistic form of education. Yan. For example, one level of Bloom's taxonomy is knowledge. Level of thinking skills, it involves recall or memorize data. So in order for it to be delivered on a question, these are some terms and phrases used in questions such as define, how, what, list, where, and when. For example, when do you realize that you prefer anxiety